अथ अष्टादशो अध्यायः
Mokṣha Sanyās Yoga.
अर्जुन उवाच संन्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुं त्यागस्य च हृषीकेश पृथ्केशिनिषूदन.
Arjun said, O mighty armed Krishna, I wish to understand the nature of sannyas, renunciation of actions, and tyag, renunciation of desire for the fruits of actions. O Rishikesh, I also wish to know the distinction between the two. O Keshinisudan.
श्री भगवानुवाच काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं संन्यासं कवयो विदुः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्यागं विचक्षणाः.
The Supreme Divine Personality said, giving up of actions motivated by desire is what the learned understand as sannyas. Relinquishing the fruits of all actions is what the wise declare to be tyag.
त्याज्यं दोषवदित्येके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न त्याग्यमिति चापरे.
Some learned people declare that all kinds of actions should be given up as evil, while others maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned.
निश्चयं शृणु मे तत्र त्यागे भरतसत्तम त्यागो हि पुरुषव्याघ्रत्रिविधः सम्प्रकीर्तितः.
Now hear my conclusion on the subject of renunciation. O tiger amongst men, for renunciation has been declared to be of three kinds.
यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न त्याज्यं कार्यमेव तत् यज्ञो दानं तपश्चैव पावनानि मनीषिणाम्.
Actions based upon sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. They must certainly be performed. Indeed, acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance are purifying even for those who are wise.
एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतमुत्तमम्.
These activities must be performed without attachment and expectation for rewards. This is my definite and supreme verdict. O Arjun.
नियतस्य तु संन्यासः कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागस्तामसः परिकीर्तितः.
Prescribed duties should never be renounced. Such deluded renunciation is said to be in the mode of ignorance.
दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेशभयात् त्यजेत् स कृत्वा राजसं त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत्.
To give up prescribed duties because they are troublesome or cause bodily discomfort is renunciation in the mode of passion. Such renunciation is never beneficial or elevating.
कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म नियतं क्रियते उरजुन संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव स त्यागः सात्विको मतः.
When actions are undertaken in response to duty, and one relinquishes attachment to any reward, O Arjun, it is considered renunciation in the nature of goodness.
न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशले नानुषज्जते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टो मेधावी छिन्न संशयः.
Those who neither avoid disagreeable work nor seek work because it is agreeable are persons of true renunciation. They are endowed with the quality of the mode of goodness and have no doubts about the nature of work.
न हि देहभृता सख्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी स त्यागीत्यभिधीयते.
For the embodied being, it is impossible to give up activities entirely. But those who relinquish the fruits of their actions are said to be truly renounced.
अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रं च त्रिविधं कर्मणः फलं भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य न तु संन्यासिनां क्वचित्.
The threefold fruits of actions, pleasant, unpleasant, and mixed, accrue even after death to those who are attached to personal reward. But, for those who renounce the fruits of their actions, there are no such results in the here or hereafter.
Panchaitani mahabaho karanani nibodhamye, sankhye krutante proptani siddhaye sarvakarmanam.
O Arjun, now learn from me about the 5 factors that have been mentioned for the accomplishment of all actions in the doctrine of Sankhya, which explains how to stop the reactions of karmas.
Adhishtanam tadha karta karanam cha prudhagvidham, vividhascha prukcheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam.
The body, the doer, soul, the various senses, the many kinds of efforts, and divine providence, these are the 5 factors of action.
Sarira vangmanobhiryat karma prarabhate naraha, nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavaha, tatraivam sati kartaramatmanam kevalam tuyah, pashyatya kruta buddhitvanna sa pashyati durmati. These 5 are the contributory factors for whatever action is performed, whether proper or improper, with body, speech, or mind. Those who do not understand this regard the soul is the only doer. With their impure intellects they cannot see things as they are. Yasya nahankruto bhavo buddhiryasya na lipyate, hatva upi sa iman lokana hantina nibadhyate. Those who are free from the ego of being the doer, and whose intellect is unattached, though they may slay living beings, they neither kill nor are they bound by actions. Ajnanam ajneyam parinjnata trividha karmachodana, karanam karma karteti trividha karma sangraha. Knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower, these are the 3 factors that induce action. The instrument of action, the act itself, and the doer, these are the 3 constituents of action. Ajnanam karma cha karta cha tridhaiva gunabhedataha, prochyate gunasankhyane yadhavat shrunutanyapi. Knowledge, action, and the doer are declared to be of 3 kinds in the Sankhya philosophy, distinguished according to the 3 modes of material nature. Listen, and I will explain their distinctions to you. Sarva bhuteshu yenaikam bhavamavyayamikshate, avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajnanam viddhi sattvikam. Understand that knowledge to be in the mode of goodness by which a person sees one undivided, imperishable reality within all diverse living beings. Pruktvena tu yajnanam nana bhavan prithagvidhan, vetti sarveshu bhuteshu tajnanam viddhi rajasam. That knowledge is to be considered in the mode of passion by which one sees manifold living entities in diverse bodies as individual and unconnected. Yattu krutsnavadekasmin karye saktamahaitukam, atatvardhavadalpam cha tattamasamudahrutam. That knowledge is said to be in the mode of ignorance where one is engrossed in a fragmental concept as if it encompasses the whole, and which is neither grounded in reason nor based on the truth. Niyatam sangarahitamaragadveshatah krutam, afala prepsuna karma yattat sattvikam uchyate. Action that is in accordance with the scriptures, free from attachment and aversion, and done without desire for rewards, is in the mode of goodness. Yattu kamepsuna karma sahankarena va punah, kriyate bahulayasam tadrajasamudahrutam. Action that is prompted by selfish desire, enacted with pride, and full of stress, is in the nature of passion. Anubandham kshayam himsamanapekshya cha paurusham, mohadarabhyate karma yattattamasamuchyate.
That action is declared to be in the mode of ignorance, which is begun out of delusion, without thought to one's own ability, and disregarding consequences, loss, and injury to others.
मुक्तसंगो उनहंवादी वृत्त्युत्साहसमन्वितः सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योर्निर्विकारः कर्ता सात्विक उच्यते.
The performer is said to be in the mode of goodness when he or she is free from egotism and attachment, endowed with enthusiasm and determination, and equipoised in success and failure.
रागी कर्मफल प्रेप्सुर्लुब्धो हिंसात्मको उसुचिः हर्षशोकान्वितः कर्ता राजसः परिकीर्तितः.
The performer is considered in the mode of passion when he or she craves the fruits of the work, is covetous, violent-natured, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow.
अयुक्तः प्राकृतः स्तब्धः सतो नैष्कृतिको उलसः विषादी दीर्घसूत्री च कर्ता तामस उच्यते.
A performer in the mode of ignorance is one who is undisciplined, vulgar, stubborn, deceitful, slothful, despondent, and a procrastinator.
बुद्धेर्भेदं धृतेश्चैव गुणतस्त्रिविधं शृणु प्रोच्यमानमशेषेण पृक्त्वेन धनञ्जय.
Hear now, O Arjun, of the distinctions of intellect and determination, according to the three modes of material nature, as I describe them in detail.
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च कार्याकार्ये भयाभये बन्धं मोक्षं च या वेत्ति बुद्धिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी.
The intellect is said to be in the nature of goodness, O Parth, when it understands what is proper action and improper action, what is duty and non-duty, what is to be feared and what is not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating.
यया धर्ममधर्मं च कार्यं चाकार्यमेव च अयथावत् प्रजानाति बुद्धिः सा पार्थ राजसी.
The intellect is considered in the mode of passion when it is confused between righteousness and unrighteousness, and cannot distinguish between right and wrong conduct, O Parth.
अधर्मं धर्ममिति या मन्यते तमसावृता सर्वार्थान् विपरीतांश्च बुद्धिः सा पार्थ तामसी.
That intellect which is shrouded in darkness, imagining irreligion to be religion, and perceiving untruth to be the truth, is of the nature of ignorance, O Parth.
धृत्या यया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या धृतिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी.
The steadfast willpower that is developed through yoga, and which sustains the activities of the mind, the life is, and the senses, O Parth, is said to be determination in the mode of goodness.
यया तु धर्मकामार्थान् धृत्या धारयते उरजुना प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी.
The steadfast willpower by which one holds on to duty, pleasures, and wealth, out of attachment and desire for rewards, O Arjun, is determination in the mode of passion.
यया स्वप्नं भयं शोकं विषादं मदमेव च न विमुञ्चति दुर्मेधा धृतिः सा पार्थ तामसी.
That unintelligent resolve is said to be determination in the mode of ignorance, in which one does not give up dreaming, fearing, grieving, despair, and conceit.
सुखं त्विदानीं त्रिविधं शृणु मे भरतर्षभ अभ्यासाद्रमते यत्र दुःखान्तं च निगच्छति.
Now hear from me, O Arjun, of the three kinds of happiness in which the embodied soul rejoices, and can even reach the end of all suffering.
यत्तदग्रे विषमिव परिणामे उमृतोपमं तत्सुखं सात्विकं प्रोक्तमात्मबुद्धिप्रसादजम्.
That which seems like poison at first, but tastes like nectar in the end, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. It is generated by the pure intellect that is situated in self-knowledge.
Vishayendriya samyogadyattadagre umrutopamam pariname vishamiva tatsukham rajasam smrutam.
Happiness is said to be in the mode of passion when it is derived from the contact of the senses with their objects. Such happiness is like nectar at first but poison at the end.
Yadagre chanubandhe cha sukham mohanamatmanaha nidralasya pramadodham tattamasamudahrutam.
That happiness which covers the nature of the self from beginning to end, and which is derived from sleep, indolence, and negligence, is said to be in the mode of ignorance.
Na tadasti pruthivyam va divi deveshu va punah sattvam prakrutijairmuktam yadebhi syatribhirgunaih.
No living being on earth or the higher celestial abodes of this material realm is free from the influence of these three modes of nature.
Brahmana kshatriya visam sudranam cha parantapa karmani pravibhaktani svabhava prabhavairgunaih.
The duties of the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras are distributed according to their qualities, in accordance with their gunas, and not by birth.
Samo damastapah saucham kshantirarjavamevacha Ajnanam vijnanamastikyam brahmakarma svabhavajam.
Tranquility, restraint, austerity, purity, patience, integrity, knowledge, wisdom, and belief in a hereafter. These are the intrinsic qualities of work for Brahmins.
Sauryam tejo dhrutirdakshyam yuddhe chapya palayanam Dhanamiswara bhavascha kshatram karma svabhavajam.
Valor, strength, fortitude, skill in weaponry, resolve never to retreat from battle, large-heartedness in charity, and leadership abilities. These are the natural qualities of work for Kshatriyas.
Krushigauraksya vanijyam vaishyakarma svabhavajam Paricharyatmakam karma sudrasyapi svabhavajam.
Agriculture, dairy farming, and commerce are the natural works for those with the qualities of Vaishyas. Serving through work is the natural duty for those with the qualities of Shudras.
Sve sve karmanyabhiratah samsiddhim labhate naraha swakarmaniratah siddhim yadha vindati tachrunu.
By fulfilling their duties, born of their innate qualities, human beings can attain perfection. Now hear from me how one can become perfect by discharging one's prescribed duties.
Yataha pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvamidam tatam swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha.
By performing one's natural occupation, one worships the Creator from whom all living entities have come into being, and by whom the whole universe is pervaded. By such performance of work, a person easily attains perfection.
Sreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmotsvanushtitat svabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham.
It is better to do one's own dharma, even though imperfectly, than to do another's dharma, even though perfectly. By doing one's innate duties, a person does not incur sin.
Sahajam karma kaunteya sadoshamapi na tyajet sarvarambha hi doshena dhumenagnirivavruta.
One should not abandon duties born of one's nature, even if one sees defects in them. O son of Kunti, indeed, all endeavors are veiled by some evil, as fire is by smoke. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruhaha
नैष्कर्म्य सिद्धिं परमां संन्यासेनाधिगच्छति.
Those whose intellect is unattached everywhere, who have mastered the mind, and are free from desires by the practice of renunciation, attain the highest perfection of freedom from action.
सिद्धिं प्राप्तो यथा ब्रह्म तथाप्नोति निबोध मे. समासेनैव कौन्तेय निष्ठा अज्ञानस्य या परा.
Hear from me briefly, O Arjun, and I shall explain how one who has attained perfection of cessation of actions can also attain Brahman by being firmly fixed in transcendental knowledge.
बुद्ध्या विशुद्धया युक्तो धृत्यात्मानं नियम्य च शब्दादीन् विषयान् त्यक्त्वा रागद्वेषौ व्युदस्य च विविक्तसेवी लघ्वासी यतवाक्कायमानसः ज्ञानयोगपरो नित्यं वैराग्यं समुपाश्रितः. अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं परिग्रहं विमुच्य निर्ममः शान्तो ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते.
One becomes fit to attain Brahman when he or she possesses a purified intellect and firmly restrains the senses, abandoning sound and other objects of the senses, casting aside attraction and aversion. Such a person relishes solitude, eats lightly, controls body, mind, and speech, is ever engaged in meditation, and practices dispassion, free from egotism, violence, arrogance, desire, possessiveness of property, and selfishness. Such a person, situated in tranquility, is fit for union with Brahman. Realization of the absolute truth as Brahman.
ब्रह्मभूतः प्रसन्नात्मा न सोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम्.
One situated in the transcendental Brahman realization becomes mentally serene, neither grieving nor desiring, being equitably disposed toward all living beings. Such a yogi attains supreme devotion unto me.
भक्त्या मामभिजानाति यावान् यश्चास्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो अज्ञात्वा विसते तदनन्तरम्.
Only by loving devotion to me does one come to know who I am in truth. Then, having come to know me, my devotee enters into full consciousness of me.
सर्वकर्माण्यपि सदा कुर्वाणो मद्व्यपाश्रयः मत्प्रसादादवाप्नोति शाश्वतं पदमव्ययम्.
My devotees, though performing all kinds of actions, take full refuge in me. By my grace, they attain the eternal and imperishable abode.
चेतसा सर्वकर्माणि मयि संन्यस्य मत्परः बुद्धियोगमुपाश्रित्य मच्चित्तः सततं भव.
Dedicate your every activity to me, making me your supreme goal. Taking shelter of the yoga of the intellect, keep your consciousness absorbed in me always.
मच्चित्तः सर्वदुर्गाणि मत्प्रसादात्तरिष्यसि अध चेत्त्वमहङ्कारान्न श्रोष्यसि विनङ्क्ष्यसि.
If you always remember me, by my grace you shall overcome all obstacles and difficulties. But if, due to pride, you do not listen to my advice, you will perish.
यदहङ्कारमाश्रित्य न योत्स्य इति मन्यसे मिथ्यैष व्यवसायस्ते प्रकृतिस्त्वां नियोक्ष्यति.
If, motivated by pride, you think, I shall not fight, your decision will be in vain. Your own nature will compel you to fight.
स्वभावजेन कौन्तेय निबद्धः स्वेन कर्मणा कर्तुं नेच्छसि यन्मोहात् करिष्यस्य वशोऽपि तत्.
O Arjun, that action which out of delusion you do not wish to do, you will be driven to do it by your own inclination, born of your own material nature.
ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशे उरजुन तिष्ठति Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudhani mayaya.
The Supreme Lord dwells in the hearts of all living beings. O Arjun, according to their karmas, he directs the wanderings of the souls, who are seated on a machine made of material energy.
Tameva saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata, tatprasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi saswatam.
Surrender exclusively unto him with your whole being. O Bharat, by his grace, you will attain perfect peace in the eternal abode.
Iti te angnanamakyatam guhyad guhyataram maya, vimrusyaitada yadhetshasi tadha kuru.
Thus, I have explained to you this knowledge that is more secret than all secrets. Ponder over it deeply, and then do as you wish.
Sarvaguhyatamam bhuyah shrunu me paramam vachaha, ishto usi me drudhamiti tato vakshyami te hitam.
Hear again my supreme instruction, the most confidential of all knowledge. I am revealing this for your benefit because you are very dear to me.
Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru, mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyo usi me.
Always think of me, be devoted to me, worship me, and offer obeisance to me. Doing so, you will certainly come to me. This is my pledge to you, for you are very dear to me.
Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja, aham tva sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma suchaha.
Abandon all varieties of dharmas and simply surrender unto me alone. I shall liberate you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear.
Idam te natapaskaya nabhaktaya kadachana, na chasusrushave vachyam na cha mam yo ubhyasuyati.
This instruction should never be explained to those who are not austere or to those who are not devoted. It should also not be spoken to those who are averse to listening to spiritual topics, and especially not to those who are envious of me.
Ya imam paramam guhyam madbhakteshva bidhasyati, bhaktim mai param krutva mame vaishyatya samsayaha.
Amongst my devotees, those who teach this most confidential knowledge perform the greatest act of love. They will come to me, without doubt.
Na cha tasman manusheshu kaschinme priyakruttamaha, bhavita na cha me tasmadanyaha priyataro bhuvi.
No human being does more loving service to me than they, nor shall there ever be anyone on this earth more dear to me.
Adhyeshyate cha ya imam dharmyam samvadamavayoh, angnanaingyena tena hamishtahasyamiti me matih.
And I proclaim that those who study this sacred dialogue of ours will worship me with their intellect, through the sacrifice of knowledge. Such is my view.
Shraddhavananasuyascha shrunuyadapi yo naraha, soopi muktaha subhan lokan prapniyat punyakarmanam.
Even those who only listen to this knowledge with faith and without envy will be liberated from sins and attain the auspicious abodes where the pious dwell.
Kachide tatshrutam partha tvayaicagrena chetasa, kachid jnana sammohaha pranashtaste dhananjaya.
O Arjun, have you heard me with a concentrated mind? Have your ignorance and delusion been destroyed?
Arjuna uvacha, nashto mohaha smrutirlabdha tvatprasadanmayachyuta, sthito usmi gatasandehaha karishye vachanam tava.
Arjun said, O infallible one, by your grace my illusion has been dispelled, and I am situated in knowledge. I am now free from doubts, and I shall act according to your instructions.
Sanjaya uvacha, इत्यहं वासुदेवस्य पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादमिममश्रौषमद्भुतं रोमहर्षणम्.
Sanjay said, "Thus have I heard this wonderful conversation between Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudev, and Arjun, the noble-hearted son of Prita. So thrilling is the message that my hair is standing on end."
व्यासप्रसादात् श्रुतवानेतद्गुह्यमहं परं योगं योगेश्वरात् कृष्णात् साक्षात् कथ्यतः स्वयम्.
By the grace of Vedavyas, I have heard this supreme and most secret yoga from the Lord of Yoga, Sri Krishna himself.
राजन् संस्मृत्य संवादमिममद्भुतं केशवार्जुनयोः पुण्यं हृष्यामि च मुहुर्मुहुः.
As I repeatedly recall this astonishing and wonderful dialogue between the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna and Arjun, O King, I rejoice again and again.
तच्च संस्मृत्य रूपमत्यद्भुतं हरेः विस्मयो मे महान् राजन् हृष्यामि च पुनः पुनः.
And remembering that most astonishing and wonderful cosmic form of Lord Krishna, great is my astonishment, and I am thrilled with joy over and over again.
यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम.
Wherever there is Sri Krishna, the Lord of all Yoga, and wherever there is Arjun, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be unending opulence, victory, prosperity, and righteousness. Of this, I am certain.
ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे मोक्षसंन्यासयोगो नामाष्टादशो अध्यायः.
Completion of Mokṣha Sanyās Yoga.